Nebraska-Colorado hate fest has mellowed this season. Rick Neuheisel taking a more low-key approach to the Huskers than Bill McCartney did. Now he hopes the Nebraska defense mellows. Sum up the Husker philosophy this way: pressure and pain. CU quarterbacks have been pummeled the past 3 meetings, all Big Red wins, completing less than 36% with no touchdowns and 6 picks.
You get a paranoia. You start putting these people on a pedestal to the point where, gosh, if something wrong happens, we can't win. We have to play perfect football to have a chance to win, and that really is not the case.
We're not going to make them out to be superhuman, you know, something that they're not. You know, they put their pants on the same way we do in the morning. They're just ranked higher.
What's funny about this is that for the first time, Nebraska is calling this game a rivalry, at least officially. A new conference rule allows a team to travel up to 80 players once a year against a designated rival. The Huskers are scheduled to suit up 79 for this one at Folsom Field.
I heard it's a nasty place to play.
Do you look forward to that?
Very much so.
Why?
Because I like rude crowds. Because I feel if a crowd is rude, then they must know that they're in for a thrashing.
Childs is part of that Nebraska rushing attack that leads the nation with 427 yards a game, an attack that can be rude in its own right.
They do want to come out and just run over your face, really. You know, I think that offense is kind of a 3 yards in a cloud of dust offense, I guess. Supposed to be, but it's more like 10 yards in a cloud of dust.
You know
I guess.
The Buffs think they can beat Nebraska. In fact, today at practice, Coach Neuheisel pulled an unusual routine in order to psych up the team. He had a professional wrestler come out and talk to the boys.
It is a celebration, brother, because guess what? There's no man! Yeah!
That is Vader, also known as Leon White. He played for CU in the late 80s, now lives in the area. He came out along with another friend dressed up as Darth Vader with a simple sign on the front saying, "Beat Nebraska." They had a very light and loose workout today. The same can be said for Nebraska. They came into the stadium this afternoon. Tom Osborne, the same Tom Osborne we always see for Nebraska, very down to earth. And Tommy Frazier was out there today, the quarterback for the Cornhuskers. They are very confident about winning tomorrow, but you know what? You still won't get Tom Osborne to say anything memorable. Listen to what he had to tell us.
I wish I could give you something that would be real quotable, but I can't. We just come out and play like we do every place else.
I would love just once to be in a Nebraska locker room to hear him psych up the players for a game. They will be ready tomorrow. 1:30 is kickoff, CU in Nebraska. It will be packed at Folsom Field, and a lot of people here in Boulder are counting on a Buff victory. Back to you, Stephanie.
Special significance regardless of rivalry, and it seems folly to me to have one team call it a rivalry and the other one not. That just by mere definition means it's not.
Coaching generations, Nebraska's 58-year-old Tom Osborne, methodical, stoic.
Well, you know, I don't get excited about anything.
Colorado's 34-year-old Rick Neuheisel, innovative, yet one of the boys.
That's better. You feel the difference?
In his first year at Colorado, only a loss to Kansas has Neuheisel's team out of the national championship picture. But he has a ways to go to catch Osborne, the third winningest active coach in the nation, whose team is gunning for a second straight national title.
It's no accident that they've been ranked for 200 and some odd ranked weeks in a row, that they've been to 34 straight bowl games. They are the high water mark of college football in terms of consistency.
All I know of Rick was I met him at the spring meetings, and he seems like a nice fella and a good guy. He sure sings a lot better than I do, I know that.
Know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, hey, know when to run.
And Osborne's the first to admit you'll never find him enjoying the kind of nuttiness Neuheisel does when he sings along with fans during his weekly radio show.
When the dealing's done.
This Nebraska visit to Colorado provides the most common of ground yet between the dean of Big 8 coaches and the new kid on the block, as Neuheisel seems to have adopted an Osborne-esque approach to it. That is, this series doesn't really become a rivalry until both teams believe it.
Tom always used to say that it wasn't a rivalry for them. You know, Oklahoma was more of a natural rivalry because of the history of that particular contest. Bill McCartney, when he got here, was trying to create some tradition, so he just forced it on them. He said, this is a rivalry. and his players responded to it. But now that the game has reached a level where it normally has big conference implications and lots of times national implications, it doesn't need that stigma.
So Colorado's Big Red Week is now just a big week, and the players seem to be enjoying it more. As for Nebraska, it's status quo. They, like their coach, know when you're on top, every week you're the team to beat. From Boulder, Colorado, Brent Weber, CNN Sports.